The phone lied to me. The phone said I was recording with sound, but I wasn't. So I get to do it over again. Oh well. This is my what I got done over the weekend post. And I didn't get all that much done. Well, I didn't get a lot of things done because there was one big thing. I did finish up the Mama Turtle match game. I will put a picture up here that shows her with all of her baby turtles clustered around. But yay, it's done. All I have to do is sew a button on so that you can button up the backside, and then I can send it out to the customer tomorrow. Other than that, the only other thing I got done were a couple of nests for the chickens I've been making. And I made some eggs. I've got 3 regular size eggs here. And, you know, I don't like to work with thin little yarn. I like to combine yarns like I did with my monster, where I had the thin green yarn and the thin gold yarn, and I put them together to make like a worsted weight. Well, I did use thin little yarn and a size B hook, and I made this tiny little egg. It's made with like a pastel, so you know, of course the camera won't let me show it, but it's got cute little flecks of blue and pink in it. Okay, so I made those, and while I was plugging away with the babies with the little color dot on the bottom, I made 2 with a little red dot, and then I measured the red yarn that I had left over, and it was 20 grams. Looked through my notebook and found out that the baby axolotl only used 16 grams, so I made a little red axolotl. So now with Amigurumi Wars, I think this might be small enough that this counts as a little thing. I'm not sure, but I'll need to make 2 more, so I have 3 of them to submit together. So what do I do? Well, I told you that things were really busy this week. There was a funeral. There was a puzzle proofing assignment where I have to do a couple hours of work per day on that. I had a lot of errands to run on Monday. One of the errands was to go to a thrift store because my husband had a bag. He cleaned out his closet, had a shopping bag full of stuff. And I dumped this stuff on the floor for the first video, so hang on for just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I had a 20% off, like any size order coupon, and I had a $3 off a $10 purchase coupon. Well, I decided that the $3 off 10 was the best deal, so I ended up getting 3 bags, which did actually add up to $13 with the tax, because it came down to like $10.06 after the coupon. This one was $6, $5.99. But that green, I just love that green. And yellow, bees, sunflower turtles. I use lots of yellow. So these 2 colors were like, yes, I will use that, so I got that. This one, I saw it's just chenille in gray. So there's 2 just chenille in gray, and there's a thing of ribbon yarns that's purples and grays. I have made a little snake with that before. I'm not quite sure what I'll do with that. I'll find some way to use it, but I wish it had just been just the 2 just chenille, because I've been using a lot of that lately. Maybe I'll make a little whale or a little elephant. Ooh, elephant. Ooh, ooh. Now I want to go play. And the last bag is all these little balls of yarn. Like there's this light pumpkin. I am all out of bright orange. So, oh, there's something in there. What's in there? Why is there a match in the middle of the yarn skein? That's interesting. Oh well, I'll go put it in the box of matches out in the kitchen. There is a little thing of pink. This is a like sport weight yarn. So this could make some cute little eggs. There are 2 skeins of a very light pink. Will it show the difference if I hold up like light pink versus bubblegum pink? There's a pretty robin's egg blue. And a little like Jamie Baby. Oh no, it's more of a boucle in green. But this was the one. Oh, then there's a rather rough worsted weight. This is the one that got my attention. This is a rainbow yarn and some nice bright colors. That's going to be fun. That would make a really neat gecko. So I spent $10 at that thrift store. And you know, if I just made one thing, if I made the gecko, I usually sell my geckos between $11 and $13, depending on how big they turn out. So make one gecko and sell it, and I've got my money back for that. My plan was, go to the thrift shop, go shopping at one store, go to the bank, and head home. Well, I went to the next store, and there was an item I was looking for, and they didn't have it. So instead of making a right out of there and just going to the bank and heading home, I went in another direction over to the next town over, and I went to a thrift shop over there, and I got this thing of, this is like a gallon Ziploc full of Patton's Beehive Baby fingering yarn. So all those projects I like doing where I take 2 strands of a thin yarn, I got lots of white now. There's looks like 4 full skeins and 1 partial skein. And that was only $2. Came to $2.18 with our lovely New York State taxes. So I gave the guy $5.18. I got 3 singles back, and I was able to go pick up sweet corn at the farm stand on the way home. Yay! Win-win. So I have fun new yarn to play with, although I'm not done playing with the old yarn. I have my slate cleared of orders, and I am ready to just get back to churning out small projects for my next craft show. It's going to be a family-friendly event, and I said I want to have a lot of stuff in the $10 and under range. So I got this notebook. I've been putting patterns into it for quick items, and I printed out a picture of Speedy Gonzales and taped that on the front because the notebook itself is red, and I have a number of red notebooks with patterns in them. So just so I can quickly tell, like, okay, that's the one with the fast patterns, I put Speedy Gonzales on it. Did you know that Speedy Gonzales was removed from the Cartoon Network because they felt that it had stereotypes of the Mexican mice as being drunk and lazy? I don't remember Speedy Gonzales having a bunch of drunk, lazy friends. I just remember Speedy Gonzales being very fast, but it's been quite a while since I've watched a Speedy Gonzales cartoon. I guess I'll have to refresh my memory and watch a cartoon. So I am going to go make some dinner. After dinner, I'll get this edited. I don't think I have any patterns. Well, I'll just have to link to the Fancy Lama tutorial for this pattern. I mean I can link to the eggs. I found a free pattern on Ravelry for making the eggs. But the baskets, I just freehanded those. I did 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36 until I got it to about the right width, and then just worked straight up the sides until I ran out of yarn or I thought it was deep enough. This is 3 strands of yarn together, and for this one I used a K hook. For this one I think it was either an L or an M, so there's more holes in this one, but it's a nest. Doesn't have to be a really fine. It's not like amigurumi where you're going to stuff it. You're just going to be taking a little chicken and setting a little chicken in there on top of the eggs. So in my basket right now, I have yarns picked out to finish a multicolored dinosaur, and I have some white speckled yarn I want to use to make a smaller chicken, or 2 or 3, and I have a few scraps, really small cakes, to make some more axolotls. I think that's it. I also have a new mushroom pattern that I want to try out, and there's so many things, so many projects. So I need to stop the video, make the dinner, clean up the kitchen, and then I get to crochet the night away. Does that sound like fun? Bye bye.